Hey everybody, thanks for watching again. A kind of a cool little topic, and some questions I get sometimes that I want to answer for you, and just give you a little bit into kind of what goes on here at Dunamis, and why I love prophets, and why I hang out with prophets, and just why I just gravitate towards them, and why I work with them. And one of the great things that happens anytime you hang out with a prophet or prophets is they're always seeing in the spirit and catching things in the spirit. And oftentimes they don't even realize it. That's the funny thing about it. And you'll just hear prophets talking about things. You'll hear them praying about things. You'll hear them speaking about things. And when I'm hanging out with prophets, I'm always just aware of what they're saying and how they're praying and what they're doing. And certain things that they see in the spirit will just kind of pop off and just fall right in my lap. And I'll begin to see that they're actually speaking something that's coming down the road. And it'll resonate in my own heart and my own spirit. And I'll begin to know, like, okay, this is something that's coming. And sometimes they don't even know that that's something going on in their life. Sometimes they don't even realize it. Often they do. But prophets are able to pick things up in the spirit and run with it as they're praying, as they're speaking, as they're teaching, as they're ministering. And I pay attention to that. And so I love that because prophets are always breaking the atmosphere open. They're always breaking the heavens open because God is always speaking and he's always moving. And prophets have that God-given ability to be able to tap in to what heaven is doing and saying. Now, listen, we all have that ability. But when you're hanging out, especially with an office prophet, somebody who's been seasoned and understands how to move in the prophetic and in the abilities that God's given them, they have a really amazing gift to tap into heaven at all times. And so that's why I love to hang out with prophets. They don't bother me at all. I know some people get rubbed the wrong way by prophets. I know it's tough for teachers to handle them and whatnot. But for me, I love them, man. And they're just great because I know what they're doing. I know they're tapping into things that I have yet to even understand. And so I pay attention. And so I see that happening a lot. And so there's directions even that the church goes in, and there's things that I start preparing for in advance based on how people that I hang out with, what they're saying, what they're pulling from heaven that resonates with me. And I begin to pray into those things to see, God, what's the timing on this? So I love hanging out with prophets. Just remember, prophetic people, that's you, by the way. You are able to break things open for others that are around you and hanging out where you are. So let the Spirit of God move through you. Tap into heaven. Let God do something amazing. And listen, I love prophets, and that's why. They're amazing people.